What's happening, guys? Jason here, back with my never-ending quest to finish every project car I have sitting around here, or when I say finish, at least get them back on the road. So as you all know, my 1970 Buick GS is pretty much done, needs a little more detail work, but I've been daily driving her for 1,400 miles at this point and no complaints whatsoever. So what we're moving on to now is my mom's 1964 Ford Thunderbird convertible. Now, if you watch my car stories, you know the story of this particular car. It is her unicorn car, the one car she has tried to buy over and over and over and never been able to get. So about, 9-10 years ago, me and my dad found this car, and we went together and bought it for her. And my dad did his usual, I'm going to be a perfectionist thing. The engine transmission was rebuilt on it. He came in and he fixed any and all bodywork, which was minimal. This was a zero rust Arizona car. There was some old lead work done on it. I sanded her down. He redid everything under the dash here. All of the HVAC components, bought a metric crap ton of parts that are everywhere. It got primed and then it got ignored. So, yeah, I am in the process of getting it ready to go. Still a little cluttered per se because, I got stuff put aside, but the entire shop section has been cleaned. All of my tools have been located and organized, including the hide and seek world champion 10mm sockets and wrenches. Cleaned up out here, got rid of all that paint and Bondo dust and everything that I did from the Buick GS. Got all this stuff painted out here. Or painted, cleaned up out here from all the paint dust and everything. And now we're moving on to getting all the crap out of it and cleaning it up. Now, this car was home to a whole gaggle of kittens that were living in it. The same as the Cadillac, actually. So I've cleaned this out a little bit before, but you can see where the kittens were being fed. They were just ferals, but, I got a soft spot for animals. So, if they're out here, I'm going to feed them. But anyway, there's still a whole ton of Bondo dust and everything here, and there's parts and pieces laying around that have been primed. That's the cowl panel for up there. It's been sitting so long, all of my moving blankets that I had over there broke down. So basically what we're doing right now is we're getting everything out of here, get it organized, get it dusted, and see where we stand. The primer's been on it for entirely too long, so I'm going to have to at least scuff it, put a fresh coat on. But the paint and body, or the body work, is already pretty much done at this point. So as soon as I scuff the primer up, I can shoot it. And I even should have the paint over there for this car, because some of it's already been painted, like the hood, and then this door under here has been painted. So like father, like son, we tend to paint stuff as we go. So a little bit of that's already been done. So, yeah, I'm going to set you up over here, and we're going to try to clean this thing out a little bit and organize the parts and pieces. And I've got a parts car sitting over yonder for this thing. I've got literally everything I need to put it back together, and that's what we're going to be doing in the coming months. So, yeah, hang with me. Alrighty, so got a little bit out of here already. I'm going to get in here with the vacuum, make sure I don't suck up any bolts that might be necessary. And again, my dad loves tearing body panels off from cars. He absolutely loves it. He did it on the Cadillac, he did it on this one. So, here we go. Starter inside the car for who knows what reason. See, I don't even know if the engine is still good on this car. It was rebuilt and it was started when it was put in. Everything sounded good, everything was broke in, and then it sat for 8 to 10 years now. So we're gonna have to turn that thing over a little bit and see if I can get it to fire up. But for right now, I'm just trying to get the inside cleaned out and organized and everything. Truck panel, I think. Hideous spider, don't know what kind of it is. Again, moving blanket that is just absolutely crumbling. Well, it's a beautiful shade of blue. Lid to a water pitcher or a tea jug, whichever one. Seats. Let me get my vacuum. What do we got here? Random bolts in a seriously depressed cardboard box. Bars of dial soap for some reason, and your guess is as good as mine on that one. Put them over here by the sink. I mean, it's enough dial soap to last 10 years in the sink, but hey, who cares? Whole sack of clothespins. See, now the story's starting to make sense, because this, I guarantee, is my mom. So they were probably cleaning out an RV or something, and the clothespins and the dial probably came from there. So, a random faucet connector hose, because we're totally gonna, hook this up in here, because yeah, we need a sink in our T-Bird. Evidence of the kittens that were living here. more clothespins. Always use clothespins. And random bits of weather stripping. Okay. A hacksaw blade. Yeah, makes sense. That can go. I'm not going to reuse it because I'm going to dynamite this whole floor just like I did my Buick. No freaking clue on that one, but I know it don't go to this car, so in the trash she goes. Okay, looks like we're safe to vacuum. Okay, so that's a damn good start to the interior here. I'm gonna have to come in and really clean it down with some soap and water and whatnots. But about to move back here to the back side of this side. But yeah, I mean, as you can see, the get you out of here. Load you in the floor. Okay. So as you can see, I mean, the floor pans are original and rock solid in this thing. And this is highly unusual for any kind of convertible car. So it's just a real testament to, Arizona weather and everything for preserving old cars, because holy crap is this nice in here. And I mean, there's not rust anywhere on this car. I mean, I think there was a little bit in the cowl area, but I still got to clean all this and that delightful windshield right there. But yeah, it's a rock solid car, great one to go with, and this one's got to be a little more perfect than the other stuff I do, because normally what I do is, the whole don't get it right, just get it running. This one kind of has to be right because it's a great candidate for it. It's already been taken apart. There's no dings anywhere on this thing. It is rock solid, ready to go. And this one's going to be the show car. Now, my dad allegedly is going to be helping me out with this because he knows all these cars and these parts and everything. He's the one that took it apart. And he's got a little more interest in this car, meaning he doesn't want me screwing it up. But he's supposed to be helping me out with this car, so might be getting a little bit of the old master in here on some of these videos. We'll see if he wants to do it. But yeah, we're gonna move on to back here and go from there. So I got a little bit of rust starting out of that cowl panel. More than likely a cat peed on it and then did all that. So I'll pour some clean all that just to make sure it's all solid. One of the really nice things I got going on right now is I actually have a secondary bay with nothing in it, so I'm not all cramped in working on everything. I can actually spread out a little bit to get to some of this stuff. I actually have 4 open bays, which is a first, because I mean, you've seen, if you've been following me, you've seen I've rebuilt the Cadillac, the GS, and the 84 Buick all sitting out here. So making real progress here in the past 4 or 5 years. And this one's the last. And truth is, I don't know what I'm gonna do after that, because holy crap, everything will be done. And on me, I'll find another project. Take a peeky under here, see what's what. And you can see the difference between me and my dad. I'll just spray over stuff, tape it off, get it closed. Not him. No, he cuts out precision cardboard, and he covers everything up that doesn't need to be painted on there. Whereas I just say, I'm gonna slap some carpet on it anyway later. But as you can see, the precision cardboard has kind of seen better days. Now check this out. Okay. Now this is one of the coolest and most incredibly complicated parts of this car. So the convertible top on the 64 T-Bird, when it starts up here, the trunk lid opens up And then the entire convertible top assembly folds down into the trunk vicinity here. Now, don't have the convertible top for it yet. It's kind of the only thing I'm missing. But truth be told, I have done 3 convertible tops in my lifespan. Yeah, hated every one of them. They suck to put on. So more than likely what I'm going to wind up doing is I'm going to wind up taking this thing to somebody and tell them you put the top on it, because I don't want to mess with it unless I can't find anybody that can do it. Then, of course, I'll do it myself. But, God, I don't want to have to do this. But, yeah, if I remember right, he checked all the hydraulics and everything in here, and he knows how all this stuff goes together. So, I'd like to think I could figure it out if I had to, but better to consult the guy who did it already. So, yeah, see, there's screw down places for the trunk and everything. So, yeah, work on this a little bit more here, and I'm going to cut y'all off. But, yeah, I'm going to clean this out a little bit more, and I'll show you the finished product once we're done here. And we will start in on this car here very, very soon. I would like to have a springtime deadline to get it done, but there's a lot of work here, and there's not a lot of work here. It's just some of the more complicated stuff, and the fact that it has to be done right. So yeah, I would love to get this thing going for my mom's birthday in April. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the deadline. Hope to God I can get it done by that point. So hang with me. There's going to be months and months and months of content, and I'm going to dust this thing down, probably get the hose on it and blow it off with the air compressor and all that stuff, and yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, there was a decent amount of dust and everything. Now, I'm partially to blame for that, because all the paint and everything that I wound up doing. A lot of it's just from sitting in time. So yeah, that's pretty damn good week's work. Got the shop cleaned up, and got the car pretty much cleaned out, and everything's set aside and organized. I know where all the parts are to this thing, because literally if there's a part anywhere in this garage, it's probably to this thing at this point. I got parts up there, I got parts back over here, I got parts up behind me, I got parts everywhere. But it's a damn good start. So yeah, hang with me, and we will start doing more and more stuff to this thing. And yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you enjoy these videos and you want to see more.